Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed. Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed.
Yeah, yes, bitch, nigga, fuck a PR. My mouth is my weapon, like a broadsword and chain metal. Stampede a field where MCs battle and give them 16 before the dust settle. Call me a killer, that's like the pot calling the kettle black metal. Cause you're the murderer, you're the murderer. Feet in the pockets of those who ain't feet in your ears. I light like beer, get high like a hello. After hitting that lie like a mellow, I give you 16. Norman Bates, lose my mind on this shit. Cause I got shit on my mind, pamper asses ain't holding it. Don King with the mic, I'm controlling it. Scott Pep with the mic, that's who I'm fucking with. Black Sun with the mic, be on the same shit. Make no mistakes when the track's in this place, it is I, Norman Bates.
Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed. Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed.
Up off that, yeah, yeah, yes, 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 up off. But hey, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. It's hump day. Baby, bye, we'll do it. We'll do it. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man, look. Look at who we have here. Philo, with you. Uncle Herschel. What's going on with you? Oops. All right, man. Lord. First I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the hump day. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Von Hill Box.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn young man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, Philo, all of y'all, all the ladies.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve better. Baby.
Oh, hit the Tyson bell. Let me see, dog. Thanks for the super chat, brother. Bye. And wait a minute, all my brothers out there.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time.
Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson bell. My man said, he said, new song got some MF Doom to it. I see you, bitch. You want to know what's funny? That song is 15 years old. A lot of my music, I'll be like, now you barring up, Biz. They're actually old as hell. Yeah, you beat them to it, brother. We outside.
What do you think can happen when you outside? You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
And ask me if he's all right. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. Let's get started because I gotta run through this because we have the media workout at noon. But I haven't been able to give you guys the box of news. I decided to start a little bit early, just give some takes on what's going on around the box. Hit the Tyson bell. I want to say this starting out, and I'm going to repeat this again later on, probably around the Ring 4 media workout. Have you guys heard the price point for Lamont Roach versus Pitbull? Let me repeat that. Oh, wait a minute. I can't even. I'm out of bounds.
Squad up. Let's go.
My bad. I was being diabolical. I deserve an ass whooping for that one. No, sir. Uncle Herschel, check this out. Let me see. Love this card. Can't wait to see your reaction. Brother, I can't wait for the card. I'm gaining bubble guts because I'm going to place a bet, a max bet on Norman Bates to knock out Devin the American Dream Haney. And I'll talk about this in a few minutes.
My bookie that I want to try.
From my understanding, the $75 with tax, it ends up costing you $90. It's like uppers of 80s. Lamont Roach versus Pitbull. This is what I'm saying. That's a normal price point. That is a pay-per-view price point. And the reason why that price point is like that is because it's very expensive to get all these guys in the ring. It is. You can't do all that for free, right? That's why the price is like that. But here's my thing. That is the norm. So when DAZN gives you an ultimate plan for $45 a month, and this month you would have had, if you start off with Conor Benn and Chris Eubank, you would have had that pay-per-view and Ring 4 pay-per-view just for one payment of $45. And you get a pay-per-view every damn month, at least 12 pay-per-views a year, at least. This month there's 2, so there's going to be sometimes where there's 2. How can you cry, if y'all know math at all, how can you cry about that? But y'all know the normal price point. I don't even know how DAZN is getting this done. $45 a month. I guess they figure if you get a consistent fan base, then it pays off at the end, because that's a steal. Plus access to all of DAZN subscription-based stuff, including the War Room, the Black Two Sugars and everything. Hit the Tyson bell. And let me tell you something else. Just for your assurance, the War Room collabs with DAZN. DAZN produced the Black Two Sugars, but it's on our platform. You see the Black Two Sugars? They don't get a cut from the views or nothing. They're like, here you go, War Room, because that's yours. Anything to build the sport of boxing, not being greedy, but to build the sport. When good things are happening, you got to applaud it. You have to applaud it. Hit the Tyson bell. And that's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Black Two Sugars coming together to build the sport. Not everything is some diabolical scheme. Some real shit going on, bro. That's real. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get started. Okay. We're going to get started today with AJ Jake Paul. We're going to talk about Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur, and we're going to talk about the back and forth between Brian Norman Bates and Devin the American Dream Haney. Going to break that down a little bit. I'm trying to get to it as fast as possible. We got to start right damn now. Let's start with Mike Coppinger's take on why AJ versus Jake Paul is even happening. Let's get the receipts. Hold on. Receipts, motherfucker! Check this out.
What I'm told is Netflix came in and said, look, Jake, we need a legitimate challenger for you now. Here are 3 names: Ryan Garcia, Terrence Crawford, Anthony Joshua. Ryan Garcia unavailable as he tries to close a deal with Mario Barrios. Terrence Crawford, I'm told, said no. So they were left with Anthony Joshua, and Jake Paul's going to make a ton of money, of course. And this is going to be a real heavyweight fight, 8-round fight, 10-ounce gloves, standard. So Jake Paul's biting off a lot here. And you have to give him credit, I think. We've been critical of the opposition in the past, and now he's going to the top level of the sport.
Netflix said you're going to have to give us a replacement fight, bro. You want to know what's funny? Terrence Crawford accepted it. So MVP sent an offer to Ryan Garcia, and you heard what Oscar De La Hoya said, turning that down. Terrence Bud Crawford and Anthony A.J. Joshua, from my understanding. My understanding is Terrence Crawford took the fight. MVP was like, wait a second. Never mind. Let's go AJ, which I think was a better decision because Jake still dreams of fighting Canelo. Terrence Crawford, you saw what he did to Canelo. Terrence Crawford would have ruined Jake Paul. Now, AJ is going to flatten Jake Paul, but it's going to make sense. People are going to be like, okay, never mind. And Jake Paul can bounce back from that. But a Terrence Crawford ass whooping? That's why I said his fight with Tank was really, that was a risk. See, AJ going to make sense. He bounced Jake Paul off the canvas. It's going to make sense. And I don't think that fight, forget how many rounds it goes. I'm trying to figure out how many punches it goes. Either way, Jake Paul got some huge balls. I do have a few things right here. We're not going to debate this too much. This guy said 12-month contract is the problem, not 45 a month. Okay. It's the same thing. Let me see. Every month ain't worth $45. Right. So that's personal. Okay. So for number one, you can see the future. So you know fights that are coming every month, which I don't. So I don't know how you know. I know Ring 5 is coming. I know Teo versus Shakur is on this way. I know there's just a lot. I know AJ versus Tyson Fury is on. Like I know shit that's happening, but you know the future. So hey, you know all the pay-per-views. Fine. I tell you this, all of boxing is on DAZN. So that just means you don't like boxing enough, right? Not enough to pay 45, okay, a month. And that's a personal thing. If you love boxing enough, if you like everything is on DAZN, right? So if you like boxing, it's no problem. Like I said, it's really up to you. That's that's personal. You don't like it enough to pay 45, or you just can't really find $45. Let me see. We need DAZN, Amazon. They already did that. So DAZN has already partnered with Prime. All right. What else we got? And top rank, Abdullah Mason and Devin the American Dream Haney are two top rank fighters who are fighting on DAZN this coming weekend. Come together. They've been doing it. Wait a second. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to pay attention. Okay. Right. Some months are worth $200, right? So it's, and then stuff are subscription based. And but like I said, if you're not really into boxing like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Then I understand. All right. So let's move on. Okay. So check out Jake Paul's comment. Let's do a, hey, yo, comments.
Fix me some of that Dick Gregory.
Fix me some of that Dick Gregory. So Jake said, stop asking me. $267 million. Y'all believe that? Or is he trolling? Jake Paul said he's getting $267 million. That is an outside of the realm of reality because he's throwing the fight. See, when you're putting the fight on, I have to be careful with that word, throwing the fight. Y'all may get, everything is a conspiracy. But if you're putting the fight on, you get the lion's share. All right, so it's going to be UK. You got the UK cap. Okay, it could definitely be cap. I'm just saying I can imagine it, but it could be cap. I got you. Okay, let's move on to another comment real quick. Hey, yo, comments.
Fix me some of that Dick Gregory.
Fix me some of that Dick Gregory. You have Anthony saying, shout out to DAZN for letting me take this opportunity. I'll be back on their platform 2026. Now, listen, that was dope because AJ was going to fight on Ring 4. Did you know that? It was going to be a surprise. AJ was going to fight just nobody, but he was going to fight on DAZN on the Ring 4 card. DAZN's. Now, AJ was like, well, if I'm going to get an easy fight in, that I barely have to prepare for might as well be for the biggest bag of my career against Jake Paul. That's a no-brainer. He was going to fight anyway, right? He just wanted to lace the gloves up. He can do that next month against Jake. Jake! Oh, you mother. Right? And then get one of the biggest bags he's ever gotten in his life. But that lets you know what Oscar De La Hoya said was cap. When he said Ryan Garcia has an exclusive deal with DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix, so they couldn't do it. Wrong. MVP fights on DAZN too, and you just saw, right? Instead of Ryan, AJ was chosen by MVP. AJ agreed. AJ is a DAZN fighter with Matchroom that's exclusively with DAZN, and Matchroom's like, no, go ahead, get your money. Deals can be done. That was cap. Let's move on. Everybody, check out the size difference between Anthony AJ Joshua and Jake Paul.
Hell no, I don't want to be famous. But when I'm done, you're going to know what my name is. Full counter to the brain where my aim is. Be more of the city I'm claiming.
No, tiny. I'm a big boy.
The difference between Jake and Tank almost looked the same as the difference between Jake and AJ, which is why you can't really say shit about Jake, bro. Can't say shit about Jake. Now, there is going to be a weight stipulation. AJ can't weigh in over 245 pounds. You heard about that? Good. All right. That you got to have some people are looking at that as, oh, now Jake Paul is putting away. Have you lost your mind? He got to do something. AJ ain't going to come in 266 pounds, an Olympic gold medal. Like, you got to do something. You got to have something going on. Jake Paul never been heavyweight ever. Like, get something. All right. AJ said fine. AJ probably would like to be 245, 244, something like that. He's going to blow back up to 260, whatever. Right. That's a better AJ anyway. He's going to be moving. It's really going to be diabolical. This is a face splattering fight. Let me see. Biz, bro, people comparing Jake Paul to Andy Ruiz. Yeah, that's slime. That's ridiculousness. Is there still a surprise then? Matt, is there still a surprise? I don't know. Oh, you talking about from His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh? Wait, I don't know what surprise you're talking about. My bad. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. The whole comparing to Andy Ruiz thing, people aren't that sharp. Jake has to be willing to exchange with AJ, and AJ he's not going to pull a Dubois thing. Dubois was willing. Yeah, I mean, it's just a totally. If people think Jake Paul is Andy Ruiz, then we'll just have to find out December 19th. What Turki said. Yeah, the surprise, I don't think the surprise was for Ring 4, was it? I think he said he has 2 surprises. I don't think one of them was actually Ring 4. I think the surprise is AJ versus Tyson Fury. I don't know what the other one is. But I don't think he said one of the surprises was actually, if so, it may be an announcement more so than a fight. All right, but I don't think that was when he said that, AJ already, he been not accepted the Ring 4 thing. So I don't think it's a different surprise. Okay. Let's move on. Nakisa, CEO of MVP, talking about how, of course, Jake Paul has a chance.
How dangerous is this for Paul?
This is a more dangerous fight than Gervonta Tank Davis, but it's a more winnable fight than Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta was small, fast, super skilled. Joshua is big, heavy puncher, but not as evasive. So I think if Jake has the right game plan, he has a pretty good shot of winning this fight.
Hey, when you're loyal, you say shit like that. That literally made no sense. But I love him like a play cousin. But that made no sense. All right, hit the Tyson. Let me see. AJ weighed 240 pounds against Usyk anyway. That's a fact. Wear the taco hat. Taco Tuesday. Understand the day. I don't know. What day is it? What day is it? Maybe I'm tripping. Is the day Tuesday? Maybe I'm tripping. I don't. He knew me. Oh, okay. Let me exfoliate. Let me exfoliate. Here's what David Benavidez had to say about AJ versus Jake.
I give 100% respect to Jake Paul, but that's a dangerous fight for him. He probably gets knocked out, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not saying nothing bad, but Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. Yeah. But big respects to Jake Paul. It's going to be a good card. You know what I mean? It's a big fight. And it's a good fight, man. I give 100% respect to Jake Paul for even taking that fight.
The Mexican Monster is my brother. I love his whole family. Love you, boy. Here's my take on what he said. You see how his eyes were blinking and shit? Bruh, he looked a little... It could have been the flight. Listen, man, I know a lot about it. When I traveled to Saudi, bruh, let me tell you something. I never got accustomed to the time difference. I'm really, when fighters fight over there, you got to get over there pretty early, like Devin Haney did. I could not get accustomed to it. I couldn't. Look at Canelo versus what's the guy named William Skull. Look at that fight. It is so. He just stepped his toe there when they put that mic in his face. You ain't gonna get great sleep on the plane. So it could be that. It could be that. But you know, or it could be that plus drained, or we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Before we move on, Benavidez could have early CTE concerning. No, I spoke to. He's way too sharp. I don't see any of that. He's way too sharp. Before we move forward, let's do a real quick. We're still on time. Let's do a real quick look at that. Hold on, real quick. Hit it.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
I like to call this look at that. Look at that trash can.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to look at something real quick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look at this.
Damn.
What color was the trash can in the corner of that video?
I didn't see the trash can. I just seen that ass.
So you weren't paying attention to the trash can at all?
Who would pay attention to the trash can? God, let me see it again. You gonna get some shorts like that?
Radio.
Let me see that video again.
I'm asking what color was the trash can, and you telling me you didn't even look at the trash can?
You couldn't look at it. You couldn't. No man could possibly look at it.
The trash can was in the background. You didn't see it? You don't know what color the trash can was?
It don't even matter. Let me see that video again.
You're not seeing the video again.
You gonna walk like that? Let me see it.
Are you serious?
Shit, that's a heart attack. Let me see that again.
You're not seeing it again. I wanted to see if you could pass this test to see if you paid attention to anything else besides what was in the sensor.
Every man in the world will fail this test. Because no man would be looking for no trash can.
Well, you definitely failed it.
Yeah.
Epic fail.
Yeah.
Hey, keep it a bean. When you together that long, they look kind of young. Black don't crack. But they older. They 40s. When you at that point in your relationship, you really don't. And I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not. What you gonna do? Be mad for a half second? All right, I'll mess around, take you to a dinner. You'll be fine. All right, but you did that shit. What do you want me to do? Not be a man? Huh? Hit the Tyson Bay. You don't show somebody that and then give him a quick look at it. All he's going to do is lust for it. That's it. Let me see. She failed to test herself. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't even think there was a trash can in the corner. She was walking on the beach, wasn't she? Let me see. I don't blame him. There was something that I found very interesting right here from Hex. Hex says, I hope Bam loses. Fake ass Mexican. Here's my take on that. I thought only black people, I thought we only did that to each other. You ain't a real black coon. I mean, I just thought the self-hate was, no, self-hate is a condition even right there with Mexican people too. Fake ass Mexican. What makes them fake? You just, you know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. I'm just waiting for the day that I see a white guy say fake ass white man. That would, I would thoroughly laugh. These people need to fade out of the population. Like this self-hate mindset and all this shit is so embarrassing that y'all just need to fade out. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Good boy. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's do another hey yo comment. Let's check this out. Hold on.
Hey yo! Comments! Fix me some of that Dick Gregory.
Check this out. I don't play games or waffle like you Yanks. Okay, I'm taking exception to that. Do when I say let's go, I mean let's go. Me versus you next. I'll sign immediately, and rest assured I'll knock you clean out. Ryan said, let's go, you stupid Yank. Maybe he mean that in a Diddy way, because I thought Yank, I know what Yankees mean. Ryan doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. But Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia going back and forth. Hold on. Ryan took the bait. Can't wait for Noakes to lose not real Caucasian. Hey, now look how stupid that sounds. Thank you for that point, Matt. Matt, I met him in person. That's a white man. Look how stupid that sounds. It sounds dumb coming from him, doesn't it? Now, how dumb do you think we look? How dumb does Hex look? We need some more pride, respect, integrity, self-love. Because look how dumb that shit sounds. Boy, I swear before Lord. Go ahead, Matt. Well done, Matt. Well done. Everybody, hold on, Matt. Oh, Lord, Matt. That was beautifully done. Hold on, brother. Where you at?
Middle finger to the faculty, cause we living in zero gravity. Got the whole system mad at me, cause we living in zero gravity. Now put your hands up high, don't need wings if you're feeling this fly. I'm a stand-up guy, but I can sit down and still kiss the sky.
I'm rushing through this, but that deserved the whole segment we gave it. Matt, go ahead, dog. And that's the Black Tortugas. Okay. Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia taking the bait. I forgot to give you guys the receipts. I was working on it, and then I left it on my computer. I didn't transfer it over. I was just thinking about it now. But remember, Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben got into it? Remember that? They got into it. Ryan Garcia definitely took the bait. Ryan Garcia will fight anybody. Oscar De La Hoya, love you, boy. I still think Oscar De La Hoya is one of the greatest entities to ever exist in boxing, for real. Everything that his impact, he's just an amazing impact on the sport. And as a person, because he had his lows and he had his highs, and we saw all through it, and he was transparent with it. Not all of it on purpose. Now he makes fun of it. With that said, I think Ryan Garcia is being held back a little bit. It feels up to Ryan. You got to get some Eddie Hearn energy about you, Golden Boy, because it feels up to Ryan. There will be a lot of fights he'll have. You know what I mean? And this is just only good for boxing. It's the Stone Age. It's the boxing revolution. We're the war room. We want to see Conor and Ryan next. Here, let's go a little bit further. If you will. They just going back and forth. your heads next. Then we can run it here in the stadium. I'm the money man. Come get it. That's a fact. In UK, he is the money man. I'm up 2-0 on Mr. Eddie Hoyne. Would love to make it 3-0 and head to UK. Always been, wait, hold on. Always been a dream of mine. Let's run it. Run it. That's the energy we're talking about. He already locking in Mario Barrios. Think about kind of being in the UK. Run it. Listen, bro. Boxing should only be about running. Brian Norman going to say something about that later, and we're going to talk about this. But it should only be about running. It shouldn't be about what's my record, me staying undefeated. It should be about running. That's it. Boxing is the Stone Age. It's under a new leadership now. We're going to find out season, and it's running. Period. Period. And I love that energy. I would love that fight. The funny thing is, both of them are my brothers. You know that. I'm very close to Ryan Garcia's family. Mother, father, you know. Love you, boys. Oh, y'all. Connor Ben has been extremely supportive of the War Room. ShowBizz, the adult, my brand, and that Connor Ben has been extremely supportive. And honestly, I used to say egg shape form and all that. He responded like a man. All right. And I apologize to him, and me and Connor Ben are like this because of how supportive he is. Those my brothers. All right. With that said, I got Connor Ben that fight. But I do want to say this. In an argument for Ryan Garcia, first you got to get past Mario Barrios, and that's not given. But in an argument for Ryan Garcia would have knocked out Chris Eubank. The Chris Eubank that I'm not taking nothing from Connor. You guys know how I feel about the Eubanks versus the Benz. So I don't want to hear no shit. Y'all know how I feel about that legacy. That's everything to me. Okay. With that said, though, that Chris Eubank Jr., that fought Connor Ben, Ryan would have knocked him out, bro. Ryan would have did the silly shell, came out of that, and knocked his ass out with that left hook. He would have knocked him out. Ryan hits harder than Connor. Ryan at 160 would have knocked him out, bro. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Oh, Connor. I had Connor over Shakur too. Listen, y'all saw how impressed I was. Like during the Connor Benedict days, where he was making people do somersaults and all that shit. I was like, this guy must be the best. And then his knockouts kind of wasn't the same, but then he's kind of back. But bro, he'll come out. Chris was very flat-footed. I think you're right, Biz. Thank you, Tim. I just needed somebody to agree with me on that. Ryan would have sat in the pocket and let Chris throw those slow, weird punches he was throwing, and would have went whop and would have slapped. Dog. It would have been gross. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. Ryan will KO him. Chris was able to touch him too much, and he was like a sloth in there. Height. I get what you're saying. Let me think. I still got Connor, but let me think. Salute War Room, being out skills. That's my thing. I think Chris is a more skillful technical fighter than Ryan. I think still his IQ was able to expose Connor at times, just his IQ alone, not his body. Let me think about this. Let me think about it. I haven't seen a good Ryan. Listen, the one that fought Devin Haney was shit. I've been saying that for the Ryan Garcia that fought Devin was shit. All right. And that's the black, and he slaughtered Devin, but he was shit, bruh. That's the thing that got me weirded about this Brian Norman fight. That, bruh, because that was, I haven't seen a good Ryan since before Tank. Duarte. He was good against Duarte. That was one of the best Ryans I saw. Duarte. Let me see. Yeah, Duarte. Yep. Good thinking. Okay. Let's move forward. Real quick. We got to move forward, bro. This is what T.O. had to say a week or so ago about Shakur. I don't know when I got this video.
takes a little longer. That's just what it is. It takes a little longer.
To
Doesn't
put a
mean
mega
that-
fight together like that, it's a mega fight. Yeah,
We're
it's not
talking
going to
about-
happen like right away. Yeah,
We're talking about over 8-figure fights for each fighter, so this takes a while.
It says takes a while. This is what I saw on Shakur's IG this morning.
I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucker high key. We about to pop off like when you pop the lock off. Brandon got the cannon that'll knock your block and socks off.
That's my brother right there. Love you, boy. He in the money team gym. And he said, I think I've been hearing that fight is pretty much a done deal for a minute. I think maybe they had some red lines in the contract and renegotiated or something, but I think it's up. I'm very Turkey's going to pay for that. Like I'm feeling very confident that fight is going to be in a. They said January though, and Shakur's in the gym, and all you need is 8 weeks, and Teo never leaves the gym. Let me see. Shakur's speed and accuracy gives counter issues. Man, I don't see it. Accuracy, I just don't think he punched hard enough. Counter speed and accuracy is nasty. Shit, dude. Have you look up there? There's this. I left. I suppose there's this graphic of who's been hit the least per round. Ryan Garcia is like top 3. It's strange. But Shakur isn't. Shakur's like in the bottom. It was like top 10 fighters who gets hit the least. And Shakur, bruh, that's my dog. I'm just saying. Shakur wasn't. Ryan was over him. You got to look it up. It's on X. Maybe I can find it for later, for tomorrow or something like that. If you guys remind me, I got to find it. Okay. Let's do another look at this. This is what I like to call Miss Iron Fist. Check out this. Look at that. Hold on.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
Check out Miss Iron Fist.
Sekarang saya nyaksiin langsung mata saya ini, ya saya langsung lihat.
Before I leave this earth, I need to break a brick or something. My brother did. My middle brother. No martial arts background or nothing. He walked up. This guy was martial artist. He was breaking bricks on the streets. Had people gathered, and my middle brother just did off of strength. He broke a brick. It took him like 4 times or something. He was like bam, bam, and he broke it. He actually scarred up. He messed up his wrist, but he just did up. After my middle brother did that, I'm like, but my middle brother's like, we call him the Hulk. For real. He's just been like, if he gets mad enough, he can almost do anything. And he gets mad pretty quickly. I want to break a brick or something before. I know y'all want to call. Why? There's a lot of stuff I want to do, and I've been checking it off. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, and I've been checking it off, bro. For real. And there's some more stuff I want. And I've always wanted my own TV show, Black Two Sugars. I've been checking shit off, man. That's why about this and projecting what you want. Let me see. Ryan really being less schooled than Norman might have been the advantage. Awkward fighter might give Devin. I know that. Would have technically amazing. I know that. Matt, I know that. The wild, weird off time that can mess you up. Brian sets this shit up. Bam, 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 bam. That may be more. Devin may look better against Norman than y'all think. This is. I gotta hurry up, y'all. We got 9 minutes. Let's run through. Let's run through it. This is what I like to call Brian Norman mindset and Devin Haney's mindset when it comes to this.
Show y'all what I've been working on.
Does that ever annoy you about boxing when sometimes the fans might see it as like a popularity contest?
Yes. Like, real deal, that's what irks my nerve. Back to the fashion thing, you get what I'm saying? We over here finna fight with them. Y'all asking me about some fashion. I'm a man, you get what I'm saying? Like, I get gritty. This is what I do. And y'all want to ask me about being cute, what I got on and things of that nature. So it's just like, no, the whole game is twist around. It's a popularity contest. It's a whole drama queen type stuff. It's a whole bunch of salon talk. Whole bunch of this guy ducking him and it's really on him. No, but if you think about it over, man, watch out. You get what I'm saying? No, we get active, dog. We ain't got time to worry about no drama, man. Who about that action? You get what I'm saying? Who trying to step up in the ring and get it in? That's all I care about. You feel me? I ain't trying to get loud and try to throw you off your game, anything like that. And I want you on your best time, and I want you at your best everything. I don't want you to have no mental lapses or anything like that. So when I knock you out and I put you in the dirt, you can't say nothing. I had a bad training camp. I was really, no, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You own the money. Matter of fact, you want some money for some training camp? I'll pay for that too, boy. What else you need? You need a nutritionist? I'll pay for that too. No, you finna be on the money, and not finna send you back to the bottom.
The Stone Age, the boxing revolution, bro. With the war room. Hit the Tyson bell. Run it. Run it. That's really it. When y'all ask me, hey, this happened to Tank outside the ring. Why aren't you talking about this? Run it, bruh. What's going on in the ring? Run it. That's it, bruh. That's why I get so irritated when people talk about a bunch of different shit. Hey, run it. If you want to watch the fight, watch it. Don't cry about nothing else. Stop hating. Stop. Run it, bruh. Watch him run it. He lost as long as he ran it. I'm sitting here hitting the bag. ShowBizz, look at the facial expressions he make. I'm on the scale. Look at your toe. Man, run it, bro. Go. If you ain't in the gym, shut your ass up. Or use that as inspiration to get your ass in the gym. And if you're better than me, good. If you're worse, get better. Run it. That's the energy, bro. Listen, now check out Devin Haney mindset.
When I want to fight, I'm going to box when I want to box. I'm going to do what I want on November 22nd, and he's not going to be able to stop it. I could tell him what I'm going to do, and he's not going to be able to stop it.
Feel me? Run it. This is what I want to say about Devin Haney, though. I want to make this clear. Devin Haney has been particularly great for me to see this training camp. You want to know why, though? Because Bill has been quiet. Bill hasn't talked much. And I wonder what that means. He ain't been talking like that much. You see him talk here and there because he's Bill, but he ain't been talking like that. Not like he was talking about killing Ryan and all that shit. He's a little quiet about it, which allowing you to see Devin a little bit more. Devin's all right, bro. And I've been saying it from the, it's never, Devin's all right. Devin's cool as hell. My family always texting. I'm sorry, y'all. They got something to say. It's always funny. They don't even work. They go to school and they just be texting each other all day. Bruh, Haney overconfident. No, he's properly confident. He feels good. He feels good. Brian Norman feels good. They feel good, bruh. This may be your first time seeing Devin Haney. And that's the black two sugars. That's the black two sugar. Man, Devin Haney messed around, drop Brian. Dude, yo, this fight got me. We'll see the meet. We got 5 minutes for the media workout. Let's move on. Check out Haney's response to Brian Norman talking about killing him and shit.
He don't know how to think for himself, so he's trying to steal Floyd's whole flow. He heard Floyd say that he's really a C+ fighter, and he's trying to come with the whole thing. As you see, he really got nothing to say on me besides that right there. He really hasn't fought anybody. He's really a bum. He's really not on my level. You saying the same thing in different ways. Literally just that right there. And I'm just finna tell you, boy, I'm finna kill you, boy. That's it. You feel me? I ain't trying to play no mind games or anything like that. You're getting this work. Simple as that.
November 22nd is around the corner. He said he's going to kill me. So we'll see.
Perfect response. Let me tell you something, bro. What it is Brian Norman is Clubber Lang. He's been looking at Devin Haney being in silk pajamas. He's done seen boxing culture in silk pajamas. We all got silk pajamas. Well, not the war room. we ain't never been on that. But The boxing world has been in silk pajamas, bro. Norman's sick of that shit. And Devin Haney been a part of that culture. Devin been fake. He's been fun. He's been phony as hell. All right. But now he's not. Brian is now fighting the best Devin. That's the Black Two Sugars. Devin didn't know how he's been. He didn't know how he was. He's starting to wake up a little bit. And I'm sure this training camp kind of did that. But listen to how Devin talks now. Right? Brian Norman is lifting Devin's skirt. He think Devin is just a full biatch out here. And sometimes you get to the point where it's like, wait a second, bro. Wait a second. You're going to see some hairy balls. We're going to see Saturday. But what I'm saying is, seeing Devin Haney mature, Devin Haney may be getting back to his roots. Hey, that's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Black Two Sugars, bro. All I can say, Tim Bradley, better pray Norman wins. Oh yeah, I've been seeing my brother Tim out here. Yeah, but Devin gonna be Apollo. Exactly, Charles. What Charles Baker is exactly right. Clubber thought everybody was in silk pajamas, right? He definitely thought Rocky was. He saw Apollo. He's like, "Come on, Creed." Creed was like, "Hey, yo," he was looking at a real one, didn't know it. So we'll see. We'll see Saturday. That right there. I love Southern Draw. LOL. Oh, yeah, man. That's my guy. Okay. Let's run through the rest, man. We got 1 minute. Let's just run through the rest. What do we have?
Why is he elite? Who has he fought that make him such an elite fighter? What stamped him in the game as this guy? We're gonna go with Lomachenko. Okay. A lot of people say you lost that fight. How big was Lomachenko? He's really a natural 130 pounder. He was actually kind of older at the time. Jorge Linares, I believe he was old as well when he fought him. They were trying to paint him as a power puncher when he's really just a combination speed fighter.
Got hurt in that fight as well.
And he got hurt in that fight. So who has he fought to stamp him in the game as he's such elite level fighter?
Prograis. I'm just listing names, by the way.
Next question.
Brian doesn't think we're serious anymore. He called me soft in front of the whole world, right? Brian Norman Bass is over the shit. All right. But I know it sounds diabolical, but I was saying it. I don't know how good Devin is. But y'all thought I was hating. I don't know how good he is. I don't know how good Brian is. But as far as Devin, I don't know how good I don't know how good he is. When there was somebody who can expose him, they did. When there was somebody who could match his size, his speed, and his height and everything, he did. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's true. But how good was Prograis? Okay, check this out. Let's do this and then I have to move on.
How big of a profile booster will a victory against Devin Haney, and especially as you mentioned that you want to put him in the dirt, you want that vicious knockout. If you were to deliver that against Devin Haney, profile-wise, where does Brian Norman Jr. go?
There is no such thing as if. I am going to do that. But he's saying, like, what does this put me after this? I mean, the world is mine. It's as simple as that. And now I'm trying to go and push what I want to push. I want to push realness in the game, and not just in the boxing game, but in the world as a whole. I want to show to everybody that they are able. When you first picked up this camera, you first picked up this mic, was you as good as you are?
Certainly not.
Exactly. But guess what you did? You kept going. While I'm pretty sure when you first started, you wasn't interviewing top guys or something like that, but you had to work your way up the system. That's called being hard-headed. And guess what? That is such a good thing. A lot of people look at it like a bad thing, but embrace it. Embrace the fact that everybody's saying you can't do it. Oh, you gonna pick it, man? Watch out, man. You just gonna pick up a camera and think people gonna come and want to talk to you? Yeah, yes I do. And guess what? Look at where you at right now. So I want to show everybody, now you are able. Go out there, just put the work in, believe in yourself, trust that God is within you. What does God do? He create. You created all of this. You get what I'm saying? So you are able. I want everybody to realize that y'all are able, just as me.
He's a kid. He's a kid talking like you would think. What is he, 21? You would think he's 41. He's a kid. Brian Norman Jr. is a kid. He talks like, he said he sings Al Green as his go-to karaoke song. His favorite movie is Juice. He wasn't born. He wasn't born. If he loses, so be it. But if he wins, that's a big win for boxing. Let me see. Man, watch out. That's my new saying. Yeah, that's that Tiash. Man, watch out. Okay, everybody. Let's exfoliate. Let's exfoliate. It's time. It's time. My dog acting like damn the leather faces outside. I hate when he barks like that. It gives me anxiety out the ass. Hold on, everybody. Let's go. He's a old young ninja. Yeah, he got the soul of an old man. I told him that a million times. I met him when he was 19. Y'all remember? I met him when he was 19, bro. And I'm like, dude, how old are you? He was a baby. And I was like, wow, brother, you teaching me shit.
To one of the best fighters in the world. Sergio, would you have been at home with your wife, or would you have been around the world trying to make money too?
Around the world, taking the payday, but congratulations, man, and congratulations on your future Bambino.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last night it was the grand arrivals. Let's show you what the guys look like. Mike, anything
real
from
quick,
last night that caught your attention?
So they're just showing a replay. I want to do the last video of when we were talking about David Benavidez looking weight drain. Check him out right here.
From the bounce. 10 seconds.
He may just been flat, just fresh off the plane, bro. Because that shit looks far from weight drain. He just doesn't look fat. No, he looks amazing, bro. Okay, all right. Let's see what I have to say. Let's see what.
Call monster like Brian Norman shy. I mean, I think he's
Grisham,
relishing this opportunity. You know, the lights, the cameras, being able to talk his talk and walk the walk. We know he can punch. Now we know he can sell a fight. Brian Norman's done a hell of a job.
Right, and I think, Ty, you make a great point, though. I think Brian Norman's really taken this opportunity to showcase his personality, make himself a bigger star. But now, of course, on Saturday night, he's going to have to show it in the ring.
Right.
Deliver. He said he's going to score a knockout. He's going to need to probably. I don't think he's beating Devin Haney on the scorecards.
All right, well, this is certainly a proving ground for talent. A good opportunity for them to shine here and in what has become the boxing capital of the world.
It's the boxing capital now?
Let's take a look at our fight card, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4 fights on the main card.
Now, hold on. I'm sorry, but let's talk about that real quick. People are looking at, okay, if it goes decision, I have a very strange outlook on this, right? I think if it goes decision, it's hard for Devin to win. I know y'all, I think the game is stacked against Devin. I don't think anyone likes Devin. And I don't think it's Devin's, his fight against Ramirez and then the suing. I think the business of boxing sees Brian Norman as a bigger future star. He's younger. Man, dog, you think there's more money to be made on Devin than Brian? After what he's been doing this whole lead up, man, and the knockouts, man, dog, bruh, let me. Charles Baker is a Devin Haney fan. He may get what I'm saying. Yep, because the narratives. Thank you. The no running rules. Yeah, and I'm big on the no running rule. I created it, but I'm saying that was for the rules of it. But if you win, you should win. I don't want that to be just a change in judging without it being an official thing that has been announced. Okay, this is how we judge scorecards, and this I don't want it to be just an emotional thing, man. And I feel the privileged kid with all the training and skills versus the hungry, gritty dude that's fighting for that dude's spot. The fight going to be a movie. I see that. Let me see. Biz, you did create it. I did create it. Yeah, and I believe in it, and I stand by it, and it's best for boxing. Yes, right. But what I'm saying is how people feel about Devin Haney and how people feel about Brian. Devin got to knock Brian out. And I mean, at least that's how I don't know, man. I see things. I'm seeing it differently, but hey, whatever.
DAZN, buy now at DAZN.com. Let's now get the open workout started.
I agree. Yo, Devin got to come with it.
Our first two fighters competing Saturday in a scheduled 4-round bantamweight contest. First, we will welcome to the ring.
Devin?
Oh,
okay.
From Bwise, Uganda.
If these are the prelims. If Biz to go of YouTube, Kevin, love you, boy. If Norman knock out Devin, he's going to be the next Tank. Okay, here's the thing. Tank is nothing. He will surpass Tank. I'm saying Norman would be a better thing than Tank. Floyd Mayweather was great for Tank brand, but Tank can't change the game the way Brian Norman can. His integrity, what he talks about, his gift of gab. If Brian Norman knocks out Devin, the sky's the limit, especially with the War Room. That interview, that Black Two Sugars with me and Norman, that was so good. Norman knew it afterwards. Right after when they said cut, Norman said, that's the one right there, boy. He's younger than me. I've been doing this, not him. He said, that's it. That's the one right there, boy. That's exactly what he said to me. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking to a young Cassius or some shit. Like if this kid knocks out Devin, bruh, the sky's the limit. Yeah, it's his personality and everything. And it's like he said, he wants to change the way everybody go about things. Hard work, dedication, true shit, good music, the realness. Get back to the real and what matters. He don't have to go undefeated, but he has to win this fight. Right? He can lose. He can get knocked out by Ryan Garcia and then have a rematch. Everybody will love it, but he has to win this fight. He loses this fight, he doesn't get started. But if he wins this fight, he gets started. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how good Norman is, and I don't know if he's good enough to be able to beat Teofimo Lopez and shit. And that's hard to do. But if he's that good, that's a plus. But what I'm saying is he has to get started. Let me see. If we see them both at their best, who wins? I don't know. I don't know what that is, bruh. It's hard for me to imagine what that is. But I'm going to put my money on Norman by knockout, right? But that's not a prediction. That's just the odds on my bookie. You know, I would put money on the Norman win, but he's such the favorite that is like, never mind. Let me see, 147 maybe back. Yeah. Listen, man. Are y'all saying Norman beat? I remember how y'all were sounding about Norman versus Boots. Now all of a sudden Norman beats everybody. I remember y'all said Norman was an easy dub. All of a sudden after Sasaki, he beats everybody. Y'all heard how he talked. Y'all start to like him. You know what I mean? I'm not letting that get, and I'm close to the Normans. Like those, my brothers. I've known them for years. Bro, I know them on many levels. But with that said, I'm still going to look at it as an analyst. But if Brian Norman beats Devin, brother, that's humongous. That is humongous for the sport. And he just may do it. He just may do it. Devin lowered his own rating. Well, Bill was a lot of help. Ryan did a lot too. It's like Ryan, that shit, that fight right there. I'm going to turn the volume back up once we start getting to the main card. Biz, your platform helps people get to know boxers. Oh, 100%. 100%, but it's the war room. If it wasn't y'all sharing and caring and all this stuff showing up, look, there's 1,200 of you guys in here. Everybody, please hit the like. But if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't. None of this would be possible. It really wouldn't mean shit. There would be no Black Two Sugars on the channel. And listen, like I mentioned before, the DAZN dedication to the war room is dope. Like that's the war room need. For me to do the Black Two Sugars, for me to be on the DAZN giving war room questions, like the war room asks this, the war room asks that, and the DAZN is like, you can use our platform to speak up the war room. They love the war room, you know what I mean? And that's because of how y'all are as fans. The boxing world sees the PBCs here all the time. They see the war room as real fans that they feel safe around, just talking boxing with. It's y'all, bro. Let me see. Saw the Black Two Sugars with Norman. He got that old school 90s vibe about him. I'm rooting for him in this fight. Brother, the thing about Norman and breaking down this fight with Norman and Devin Haney. Norman is a better boxer than people think. Haney is not as good of a boxer as people think. But Haney is bigger than people think. He's a bigger man than people think. And Norman is not as durable as people think. Bruh. The thing about Norman that gives him the edge to me is that he's a complete savage. And I'm talking about he loves fighting too much. He's a complete savage, right? So Devin's going to be in there with a different kind of guy. Not a boxer, see, my thing, we'll talk about the ultimate plan in a minute too. My thing about Devin is this. Devin, without doing it on purpose, Devin is more of a follower than Brian, right? So just look at Devin's whole thing with his whole brand, right? The clothes, the teeth, the chains, the hairstyle, the just how he moves, the cars, the whatever. You can tell he is of that vibe that started with Floyd. Brian is him, and he sees all of that as trash. That comes out in the fight. The thing that if you're a Devin Haney fan, that you can, we're almost there, bro. All right, the next one we have to, because I think Bam is next, or Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mesa. The thing that Devin Haney fans can feel secure about is that Devin's a prize fighter. He's a prize fighter. He's been here before. He's fought different styles. He's been on the big stage. He's traveled before. Like, Devin is a prize fighter. Brian Norman not a prize fighter yet, but he's in a prize fighter world. The thing about Brian is, it seems like he's been here before, right? He got the soul of an old man. It doesn't seem like the lights. He's taken the lights, and he's almost saying, finally, y'all get to see me, right? Like almost like I am here to save the game. Like, the lights being on me is an opportunity for me to say, y'all have been really weird. And y'all have flipped the game upside down. So that comes out in the fight. Let me see. Boxing has played out unpredictable. Ryan beat Haney on points. Rolly beat Ryan on points. What if Mr. Throw Hands and Make Bands win on points? Hey, man. Cambosa's BTO. Let me tell you something, bro. That damn Brian Norman can box. So, he came up with boots and boxing Terrence Crawford and Tank Davis for 30 rounds. The guy is just a dog who can box. A lot of people don't know that, bro. He's a dog who can box. But the extra element is he thinks Devin is pussy. So when that happens, you got to really convince him. My thing about Brian is he got a small little peanut head. And Devin Haney got a big ass head. What I mean by that is bone structure. I think Devin can hurt Brian, especially at 140. Like I said, this may be the first time y'all have ever seen Devin. I think this may just be Devin's first fight. Brian has star swag without the ego for attention. The ego will get there though. He has an ego. You can tell by how he walks and everything. He has an ego. Norman's demeanor reminds me of Pensacola. Yeah. Pensacola house. Yeah. All facts. I'm saying no. LOL. Charles Baker. That's the black two sugar. I don't think Brian Norman is tough, but I don't think he's as durable as people think he is. All right, the next fight we got to turn the volume up. Devin not hurting a thing. Devin's gonna throw straight punches, and that shit's gonna hurt. At 147, he's gonna throw straight punches. The physics. But you know what may happen, y'all? You funny as hell. Hey, you wanna know what may happen? You wanna know what may happen? And this, and I see this. Brian Norman is a better athlete than Devin. Devin isn't as coordinated and a better athlete than Brian Norman. People don't realize that. Brian Norman may be too fast for Devin. Devin may go out there throwing some punches and be half hesitant, and Norman may be too fast for him. Full body speed. Bam, boom, boom, bam, bam. He may be too fast for him. Huh? Yeah. Yes. Devin is very fast against Ramirez. He's very fast against Jojo Diaz. He's very fast against Kambosos. He wasn't that fast against Ryan. He wasn't that fast against Lomachenko. Progray's arms are inverted. His arms ain't, he has a negative 69 reach. It's different. Devin may not be as fast as y'all think, bro. No one is saying they may have a point. I'm saying, bro, I don't see that speed y'all talking about from Norman. You'll see it Saturday. You talking biz. I'm saying. When I look at Devin, I don't see crazy speed as much as I see range. Devin does that long step, bam, and then he stepped back. That's why his punches don't hurt, because he pulls his punches back faster than he delivers them. Right? But he jabbed long, wham, wham. He's not as fast as y'all. He's so much bigger than the other guys that he take that big step, bam, bam. But he's not Leonard and shit. No. Look at him. He moves around, you know, with Ramirez feet stuck to the canvas, and he moves around. But he okay. Look at him, bro. Look at him. That's why Ryan was like, bam, because Ryan was waiting on him. You got to come in. He ain't as fast as you think. I know Ryan is super fast, but I'm saying Norman is faster than y'all think, and Devin ain't as fast as y'all think. But technically, Devin is better than Brian. So, all right, everybody. Let's go. What's this? This Jermaine. Who? All right. We'll keep. Right, Biz. You tell them rookies. I'm saying, bro. That's something you never thought about. I'm saying. Hey, that's why. Charles Baker, hear me out. That's why Devin Haney is so bad on the inside. You never see Devin on the inside going on some Floyd shit. You see him just clinch, jab, clinch. He's not as fast as y'all think. His reflexes, he's not as fast as y'all think. If he was, he'd be doing more on the inside. He's not as fast as y'all think. His combinations on the inside, he doesn't bam, 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 like on the inside. Look at him. He has thrown one good punch, but his combination is not like that. You throw a good jab or jab, right? But you don't see him go 1, 2 real fast. He's not as fast as y'all think. He's big and he's a good athlete, but he's not as fast as y'all. I'm not saying he's slow. He's not slow, but he's not as fast as y'all think. I think Brian, full body speed, I think he's faster. Brian is great on the inside. He fights like a middleweight. Devin fights like a middleweight. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Look at Devin. Think about it. Devin is an IQ guy who was bigger than everybody. I see you saying Biz. I'm saying smart, targeted shots. Yep. He was bigger than everybody. And the good thing is Devin doesn't know. I'm telling you, that's why Ryan said, hey, you weren't really that good before. Remember? Mohammed, I gotta check this out. Devin doesn't. The good thing is Devin doesn't think he's not. Devin is. The confidence is real. That's why I like Devin. All right, here we go.
And what is that? Is that a custom Raiders jersey? Yeah, who is that? Number 25. No, it's his Al Cal on the back. So okay, I like it. I'm not a Raider fan. No, I'm one of the only guys from LA. I was gonna say I'm one of the only. I'm one of the only Latinos from LA that don't like.
He was drained too. My whole thing is, then this is the first time you ever seen him. Then, if I can't, that's why I keep saying this is the first time you ever seen Devin. If you can't make a call on his speed and say everything was drained, he was always drained, then that's what I'm saying. I don't know how good he is. You never seen him. That's my point. Hey, Mo doesn't even have to do the media workout. The guy been fighting every damn day since he turned pro.
If he doesn't win the presidency of the World, I believe, Boxing Association.
Yarde can crack, but Benavidez can overwhelm him. Benavidez can outbox him. You don't understand. Benavidez is one of the best boxers in the world.
Normally, it's
you know,
fighters need the paydays. He made $100 million.
Dave Benavidez is one of the best boxers in the world. Seriously. You know who is one of the most underrated inside fighters? Shakur. Yep. He fights on inside like a smart. He is very good on this. Shakur is a better go forward fighter than people realize. He's not really that good going backwards. That's why he doesn't look good going backwards. All right, bro. I'll say certain things and it's just like, he's not really that good going back. That's why his fights suck when he goes backwards. That's why he needs a volume puncher. All right, here we go.
Done?
No, not really.
You want to do it right now?
I didn't want to close that chapter in my career, in my life, and big part of me. So I still don't want to close that chapter. I'm scared of it.
Thank you very much to the undefeated.
Yeah, I don't care. Muhammad doesn't have to throw one shot. The guy, I see him fight every day. So I don't. He fights once a month or some shit. Like, all right, this guy here think he's Henry Armstrong out here. For real, Cali. This guy here, bro.
We're here with Mo, and look at this, the first opportunity after coming from the U.S. What did you show us today that was different from the other times that you've been here before?
I mean, more experience, more rounds, sparring, and looking forward to putting on a good show.
And this is exciting. You're here in front of your people, looking forward to a good, solid win. But what else do you want to prove?
That there's talented boxers here in Saudi, and more than 2 days to go, and I'll show that.
And that's why we have Abel Sanchez, creator of amazing talent, very, very well versed on what it is to make a talent, make a champion.
Yeah, that dude sound like chocolate rain.
I think the fact that they want to commit to you as a coach, you always want a fighter to make sure that they give you 100%. And if they give you 100%, we can teach a lot of things, but we can't to somebody that's unwilling.
When did Abel Sanchez get him? You took some time off and you came back, and now Big Bear is open. Yeah. And I want to know how his experience was, being in a place where you've created outstanding talent.
I think the fact that it's up in the mountains and it's isolated from everybody, they're having a good time because we're only training a couple hours a day. We're running in the morning, but they don't have any time.
When did he get him? So is this his first fight with him?
And I think that's what His Excellency was expecting from them.
There you go. And just real quick, how was that experience up in Big Bear?
Yeah, it's good. It's hard work, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah.
We look forward to seeing great results. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Mo.
It's not. When did he get him? It's been a while. I don't remember.
Our next two fighters competing Saturday in a scheduled six-round
Did I bring it up?
Middleweight contest.
I don't remember.
Let's first welcome from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. His professional record consists of 11 wins, 4 defeats.
I don't remember. Did I bring him up?
5
or did they show him?
11 wins.
Did we talk about it?
By
I don't remember.
of knockout. Here is Pius Impenda, JR9.
Who?
JR9. Pius
JR9?
Impenda from Tanzania. Sergio, could you find that country on a map?
I don't know, bro.
Probably, yes.
Really?
I'm pretty good with geography, Tom.
I don't know, bro, but I'm gonna watch the whole card though. I get to know him. Long ass name, yo, that shit sounds like a computer program. Is it? Is he AI? His name is JR9. Who do you think he is? J5? No? J5. This brother think he's a T800 or some shit. He's ass. Dog. Wait, he's JR the number 9, or is that one name? Is it Junior? What is that? Brother, I have no, I don't. Brother in shape though. When did he learn about the fight? Like when did he? Oh, he looks like the Biz. I can get in there. Oh Lord, you just like me. He doesn't extend his punches well. He's slow as shit. Who is bro? Who is bro? Yeah, that's Johnny 5, bro. Brother, he looks like the Biz, dog. You about to go to sleep. Let me see. Yeah, that shit's over with. Let me see. I think Dev has become a bit underrated. Being oh shit, he can flip. At 147, I think Dev will show us something special. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is going to be the first fight you ever see. ShaneMosleyy said something revealing to me. ShaneMosleyy said when preparing for Ramirez, he was like, where is that guy I saw in the gym? Maybe that guy left it in the gym because he had to get on a scale and like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, we got to see. Hey, that ultimate plan though, 12 plus pay-per-views, 12 plus. Is that you're going to get a pay-per-view a month at least? I'm thinking it's far more than that because many times they have 2 pay-per-views in 1 month. But $45 a month, just to let y'all know, we're going to be watching Pitbull and Lamont Roach for $90. All right. So I just want that's the price point for pay-per-views. And ain't too many cards better than this one. Even if you start now for $45, that's far cheaper than any pay-per-view there is. The cheapest pay-per-views are on DAZN. And really, it's a subscription because you get everything else. It's just a no-brainer. It ties bit. Okay, let's go. Here we go.
Fourth, Andy Cruz, Olympic gold medalist from Cuba, and Ray Martaya going to be his first title defense.
I upgraded for 45. I'm straight. Yeah, you straight, bro. Ultimate plan for the ultimate fan.
That has to be my favorite Mexican showdown. Someone's going down and going down hard. These are 2 big punchers. Excellent fight.
And also a fight that won't be.
Yeah, it's 45. It's 40. Yeah, it's 44 a month.
Alexis Rocha in a rematch. Sergio, that might have been one of the best fights we've ever been ringside.
Man, I love that fight. I love the fact that they're doing it again. I mean, Alexis Rocha, man, he does not turn down fights. He fights the absolute best. What a warrior. And Correa, maybe the second time around, he can do a little bit better off of Rocha.
That is January 17th on the West Coast. And Sergio, we mentioned this yesterday. You were talking about used to Mexicans were known for the smaller weight
Johnny
class.
5 about to lose, bro.
Johnny 5. Now, of course,
this is the show. Johnny 5 about to
breaking barriers. Zurdo Ramirez, and here we have another super middleweight career.
Yeah,
dude, 100.
Here.
Listen,
tall, long arms, good technique. But if you
the reason why I keep doing this, okay, now, the zone was like, hey, you want to push the ultimate plan? But first, they were like, they saw that I was like, yo, you got to get with this ultimate plan. And they like, oh, okay. So do you want to? My thing is, the reason why I have been all for it is because it's so affordable. So, I mean, what's the better option? What's the better option? If you guys can present a better option, I would love to hear it. To consume boxing, give me the better option. I would love to hear it because I haven't heard a better option than this in years. But I would love to hear it. What happened to no more pay-per-views? They're right. It's $45 a month. So that's a subscription base that go. It's not a pay-per-view now. So you don't have to pay for each PPV. I don't think. See, questions like this is when your brain, you know, I can repeat stuff over and over again, but he's just not good at school. Like I say, I blame the school system. I've always said the best Shakur walks you down. Yep, that's the biggest advantage because none of the four kings, including Tank, are good on the inside. Tank is fantastic on the inside. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Let me see. It's a great option. Yeah, no, I'm trying to. I would like to know the better option. Don't start going to get moist. Yeah, I know, man. I don't know why $45 is hard to come by or something for it's very hard to come by for a lot of people though. To be honest, man, the economy got rough.
Welcome the challenger, a native of Lagos, Nigeria, now fighting out of Novara, Italy. Undefeated with 21 wins, 5 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the former WBC International Silver Champion, Samuel the Black Panther Imova.
There's too many Black Panthers.
The Black Panther, born in Nigeria, now living and training out of Italy. That's where all of his fights have taken place. Guys, Nigeria has produced a pretty darn.
Oh, I know, bro. Hey, hold on. This guy can punch.
You go first.
What's his knockout ratio?
Nigerian heavyweight.
Hey, you can swap.
Currently in the Ring Magazine rankings, top 10. Coming off of that fight with Martin McCauley in May.
Samuel.
Yeah, he had that weird fight with, wasn't it a draw?
Remember him?
He had a draw, right?
This war with David Tua, one of my favorite fights, of course. His career got a little derailed.
How many KOs? I remember.
How could I forget the Nigerian nightmare? That's the guy that was on the tip of my tongue.
Of course, Anthony Joshua, born to Nigerian parents in England. But it's good to see a Nigerian in a smaller weight class trying to make a name for himself. And what an opportunity for him. He'll be taking the ring right before the main card starts.
Yeah, and Sergio, you just mentioned Japanese fighters, you know, train with Mexican trainers. We have Junzo Nakatani, who's right now in Los Angeles. Rudy Hernandez.
This is the school system. Yes, everything. $45 a month, you get access to everything that's on the zone, all pay-per-views, all subscriptions, everything. You can just bare knuckle fighting championship, everything. $45. 5 KOs, that's it. Okay, so that means I just saw only 5. Okay, so that means I saw him knock somebody out, and I was like, yo, he can swat, but the guy was trash or something. Okay, that's probably what it was.
Samuel here, but he relies on staying on the outside, keeping his range, using his height.
I was like, damn.
That a fight that's almost 6 foot wants to do. Stay on the outside, use his advantages.
Thank you very much to the challenger, Samuel the Black Panther Imova.
Plus, it's the best way to smother tanks.
How about Henry Akinwande?
Bro,
of course.
Look like Charlo.
Yeah, he does. A late cheer from the cheap seats.
He does look like Charlo.
And now let's welcome to the ring.
He hasn't knocked out somebody since 2020. Then that's what I saw. I saw like a highlight, or maybe it was for the Bacopi fight or something. And I was like, yo,
wins,
it's kind of like
way up knockout.
You know what it is?
Number 6 by the
It's kind of like when they show Devin Haney and show his last knockout, and it's like, oh shit, they keep showing it like for the Ring 4 shit. They show that, and it's like, dude, that was a slip. I think I saw something like that. And I'm like, yo, he can swat, but yeah. My bad.
Sergio, we were watching a couple of his fights together earlier tonight. Man, this guy can be really dangerous.
I love Melnicki. I like the fact that I remember him earlier in the PBC days, and I remember watching him coming up as a 4-round fighter, 6-round fighter. He always carried confidence. He always had this swag about him, like he knows he belongs, like he's going to be a future champion.
Yeah.
He has one loss, but he really should be an undefeated fighter, losing a split decision. This is a guy that still has a high ceiling, and I'm glad he's getting an opportunity. Nicky's one of these guys that I think he's bound to win a world title.
And you see him with Ronnie Shields, training out of Houston, one of the best trainers in the game. Worked with
Ronnie Shields. Let me ask you guys
and of course
this,
Mike Tyson for a stint.
How good is Ronnie Shields, dog? Because like, not to be diabolical, because he was definitely one of the he's one of the best trainers, right? But it's kind of like, damn, I just never like his fighters. It's kind of like Buddy McGirt. Remember, like you mess around and see Buddy McGirt and just be like, hey, bro, his fighter about to take it's like Roy. The stable has changed, right? Like every time you see a Roy fight, if Roy walk out there, it's like, yeah, he about to go night night. B Norm's peanut head took some heavy shots from Santillan. I think he eats up the Haney shot. Well, yeah. Another thing is he's been taking punches at 147, so that's a good point. And he's used to punching welterweights, right? If I hear about this $45 one more time, ain't no way Biz got to explain the same thing every day. Y'all ask the same question. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Listen, Muggs ducats are, and I don't blame him. I remember when my money was hilarious. My money, bro. No one knew either. No one knew. My barber remembers me before I was ShowBizz. And my barber, as far as, my rap name was always ShowBizz, but my barber was like, you always had that upbeat attitude. He remembered me stepping in the barber's chair, but he wasn't my barber yet because I couldn't afford him. I couldn't afford the barber I have now. I couldn't afford him. I used to sit in somebody else's barber chair and look at his cuts and be like, damn, man, I wish. I used to have holes in my shoes. He remembered when I had holes as a grown man, because my money had to be spent on dress shoes for interviews and shit like that. That's what I spent my money on. But as far as walk around, I had bruh. Money was.
Main card fighters. There are 4 fights, 8 fighters, although Bam Rodriguez not here tonight. We'll explain why here in just a minute. But right now, head over to the locker room at DAZN.com at your leisure to check out all of the exclusive content in the build-up this fight week.
The locker room. The new
the locker room. Yeah, this is dope.
Concept.
I like this.
All your big hitters, all in one place.
There goes ShowBizz.
I'm not going to stop until I am pulled off of this guy. Daniel, don't disrespect you are. Daniel, don't disrespect you. I personally.
Hey, I love AJ, bro.
Like you. Welcome on board the rivalry line. I do not want to be average. I fear being average.
More exclusive content than ever before.
Look at that blood. You remember what's coming.
Welcome to Inside the Ring, boxing's official show of record. I'm your host, Max Keller.
Where boxing lives, breathes, and never stops.
I never thought being with Matchroom I'd be doing stuff like that.
Weekly content from all your favorite creators, promoters, and influencers. The Locker Room, only on DAZN, the global home of boxing.
You get all of that. You get all of boxing,
Our main event stars come together across the face-off table, delivering their raw, unfiltered thoughts on each other as they make their final predictions before fight night. And then you can go behind the ropes with an exclusive all-access look inside Devin Haney's intense Colorado training camp in the latest installment of our On the Ground series. Super flyweight champ Jesse Bam Rodriguez takes to the streets with the one and only ShowBizz the adult to reveal what truly makes the champion tick. See it all only on DAZN.
I had to be quiet because Todd Grisham always say my name like that. ShowBizz the adult.
Every Serie A match this season. Here the Tifosi.
He always
Derby days.
He always say my name like, because he came in through WWE wrestling. So Todd Grisham, he can't help it. ShowBizz. I love when he said. Anyway, do all of that. Look, FIFA. You get other sports Bare knuckle fighting championship, FIFA, dog. It's just up. You get all of that plus all the boxing pay-per-views. You get all the subscription-based stuff. You go on the DAZN and be like, yo, it's lit. $45 a month on the ultimate plan. Brother, it's crazy. It's literally crazy.
Test, and it will be for the vacant WBO lightweight championship of the world. Let's first welcome to the ring from Maidstone, Kent, England, undefeated with 17 wins. 15 of his 17 wins come by way of knockout.
Wait, hold
Ranked number 8 by
on.
Ring Magazine.
But before we do, a quick story. Me and Todd Grisham went to get a few drinks, right? Months ago. Years ago. Now it's like maybe 2-3 years ago. And I was like, yo, man, you need a different shirt. I didn't like the shirt he had on. So I gave him a red polo. And Todd Grisham, I think it was kind of a white joke or something. But Todd Grisham, we were at the bar, and he was like, "Man, I just kind of feel like I work at Target or something. I don't feel cool, right?" He was looking at the red polo like, "Man, we let's just get out of here." I feel like I work at Target. I was like, all right, dog, let me get I'll buy the drinks, dog. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
For Noakes versus Mason. Look, when it comes to a power puncher and a fast fighter, I'm always going to favor speed.
I had him out there bad,
I'm going to favor speed on this one. That's Mason.
Mason, a 4.5-1 favorite over Sam Noakes.
There you go.
What impresses you the most about Sam Noakes, Mike?
Like you said, it's that power jab, and he has a powerful right hand behind it too.
Sam Noakes does good.
I think he's going to be the more physical, stronger guy in there. But like Sergio said, Mason's really flashy, and a lot of people have him pegged as a potential pound-for-pound #1 guy in the future.
He has pound-for-pound talent, but what I really like about Sam Noakes is body punching. He digs down to the body really nicely. His last couple of punches put down to the canvas on body shots. If he can get the attention of Mason to the body, maybe he can holster those long arms, and we got something.
And of course, everyone has been following.
Mason is gritty.
Mason has been dropped
Mason's a
twice
killer
in the first round, so that's got to give Noakes a little, hey, I can do it if he can do it. Put this guy down.
And look, Todd, earlier, right, we mentioned the January 24th fight, Raymond Ty, Andy Cruz title fight. Why not the winners against each other in a unification?
Hey, you know some powerful people, Mike. Maybe you can make that happen.
Maybe.
Thank you very much to the undefeated Sam
he's young.
Ridge.
I don't see Abdullah as flashy at all. I see him as a dog.
We were expecting
Tank is flashier than Abdullah.
What happened? Are you just trying to hide everything until Saturday?
No, I've not really got much to show, to be honest with you.
You just done everything, and now
That's a
you're
fact.
just giving us a
Sam
glimpse.
is-
That's it.
Well, keeping it spicy, making sure you will tune in Saturday night. But
He said, I don't have much to show. Yeah, Sam is Sam.
But just between you and I, forget about the guys up there. We know that there's a lot of power behind those hands. There's a lot of wanting and desire. This is the first time that you get a chance for a title. Do we expect power, explosiveness?
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, of course. I think the record speaks for itself, but I think we're going to get that from both guys, and I think that's probably why we're going to steal the show.
And that's what we're looking for. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me again.
And now let's welcome to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, USA. He is a Ring Magazine ambassador, undefeated with 19 wins.
Mason
17 of his
Man, that'd be a
19
huge
wins
statement.
come by way of knockout. Ranked number 9
Boots
by
a killer
Ring
too, but they call him
Magazine.
flashy.
He is the
Yeah, I
former
mean,
NABF
Boots is flashier than
and
Mason.
NABO champion.
I've
Let's
seen
welcome
Boots do flashy shit. Mason, bro.
Mason.
Abdullah Mason dressed like he's making the real ring walk right now. Gloves on, ready to bang it out. And if he wins on Saturday night, guys, he'll become the youngest man to hold a widely recognized world title.
That's great.
He'll be
That ain't
21
good.
years
You
and
got the boxing gloves
207
already
days old.
on and shit.
The
Like,
WBO super welterweight champion.
I don't know,
and
y'all.
Top-ranked stablemate Xander Zayas currently holds that honor. He is 23 years old.
And before that, it was Bam Rodriguez.
rolling in. Now that was hilarious. Now
Once
he
upon a
did a
time, it was Devin
somersault.
Benavidez in the main event.
Never mind.
Wasn't it
The
also
brother
Devin
did a
Haney
damn
once upon
fucking
a
roll.
Yeah, we got a bunch of young champions on this card.
How old were you when you won your first title? Oh, your only title.
I was 28 years old, Todd. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
You just got done training.
Well, what is it about
okay.
Abdullah Mason that has so many people high on him?
Did he just?
Everything.
Yeah, that's Sugar Abdullah Mason.
I'm telling you right now.
Sugar Mason.
When you're watching him,
I
can't wait
don't
to watch
like.
him in person, but when I
I
watch
don't
him
like
on film, when I watch
hoodie
him on
and
tape,
take
when
it
I
off.
watch the prior
Always
fight,
think that's gonna hurt their
incredible
shoulders
power,
because how tight they
patience,
need like a
discipline, long,
use a towel
strong,
or something like that.
body punching. That's
He
the
went
main
right.
thing. You know
He
I
just
love body punches.
off and went right
Whenever you see
into
it from a fighter that's a tall, long fighter that should be on the outside, maintaining range. He loves fighting on the inside. He's mean. He slings his shots, and he's TV friendly. Everything.
Hey, dog.
Well, you know the WBO lightweight title, which he's
Hey,
fighting
dog.
for
Come on,
Saturday
y'all.
night,
Y'all got
was the
Mason out here
first
looking
title
bad.
that Terrence Crawford captured on his way to the pound-for-pound list. So those could see it as a nice starting point for him.
Right. And Crawford went overseas too. He went to Glasgow, Scotland to defeat Ricky Burns for that title. You saw Mason, he just took off the ring magazine.
My bad. Let me just turn up a little bit. My bad. I'm listen, dog. Who is who? Hey, that's his brother.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the boxer.
Oh, he sure is.
The uglier the fight is,
And his brother can fight.
the prettier, the slicker, the more open it is.
That is his brother.
Not necessarily.
Boy, he definitely shouldn't be holding the mitts. Oh, God.
When he got dropped twice in the next
No, his brother may be better than he is. Hey, no cap. He may be, from what I've heard, his brother may be better than he is, bro.
But he has the better timing. And whenever you're
That's the black two sugar.
like that in a slugfest,
But with that said, brother, come on, dog, with the mitt.
And Mason has that.
Abdullah, part of a
Shakur versus Mason next year, Stone Age. That's a fact.
Amir, Adel, and Abdurrahman, and one younger brother, Ibrahim, and they all fight trained by the father, Valiant Mason.
Hey, dog.
You had to fight every day
Hey,
around
dog.
that house.
Hey, what's wrong with the audio?
They fight out of Cleveland,
Whose audio? Mine?
You know, Don King, right? Don King,
Can y'all hear me well?
Al Heyman, so rich boxing state.
But he signed
Can y'all hear me well or no?
who called it one of the most electrifying
If y'all can hear me well, he's getting blocked. Just say block. Or
to the undefeated Abdullah.
you're good. Audio fine. Yeah, you good. He's blocked. That's what we don't. That distraction right there gets you blocked. I'm just sending that signal. Okay.
Oh, he's not done.
Oh, let me hear what he has to say. He did a handstand and okay. My commentary was right, bro. My commentary was right. My
Don't hurt
commentary was
yourself,
right.
Abdullah. Come on.
My commentary was right.
He's rolling the dice, Mike.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. He could have tore his shoulder right there, bro.
No, let's not imagine that. That was a nice show of athleticism right there, and all eyes are on you. Obviously, you're looking to make history while you're following others.
He's still a kid. You're right.
Bud Crawford, this was his first title, and he actually had to go out of the country to find his first title. How do you feel following those footsteps?
It feels amazing. Right now, we're just floating, man. We coming from Cleveland, and we bringing our titles back to Cleveland, Ohio. So we having fun with it, and I can't wait for Saturday.
What was that all about? Because we were like getting ready to go into
Everything. Bud Crawford is now the standard.
What was that all about?
Just having a little bit of fun while we're here. You know, we do that inside the ring every time we step in here. You know, this is where I have fun at.
This is where I have fun.
Seeing you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love Claudia's questions. Y'all got a problem with his question? I love her questions.
Our next fighter to the ring, competing Saturday in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the WBC, WBO, WBA, and Ring Magazine Super Flyweight
Schofield Senior ranting and hating on Abdullah Mason championship
World.
opportunity.
Let's welcome
I don't.
from La Boca, Buenos Aires,
Listen,
Argentina.
let me tell you
He is
something.
undefeated with 18 wins.
Let me tell you something about that. My thoughts on. I really don't want to give my thoughts but it's probably appropriate because it just made me want to say something. This isn't even about Schofield Sr., but when you have some shit to say about what everybody's doing all the time, at that point, it's not even real anymore. Right? It's like, you know, everything and everything you're doing is right. And what everybody else is doing is always like, then it's just not true. People are doing great things, bro. Everybody's on their shit. People are on their shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you on yours, or just dial in and be on yours too. And then we gonna find out season. But when it's just all, you know what I'm saying? You are correct. Yeah, when you always got something to say about what everybody else is doing, it kind of feels like you ain't doing anything yourself. Or there's no way it's facts. When you know everything and everything is you. That's like it's a mental health issue more than. All right, let's go.
All eyes on.
And he does this all the time.
For a while, little Puma, but now he's just the big Puma, I assume.
Yes, Todd Jr. It's Pumita.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, you know, he used to be little Bow Wow, and then he was just Bow Wow.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
And then the pants slowly turn forward.
Did he say he went from Lil Bow Wow? He said similar to Lil Bow Wow, just being Bow Wow.
What would you say are the differences between those?
Argentinians are stronger. They have heavier hands. They probably punch a little harder. They have a very muscular torso. You know, they like to make fights really physical. You know, Carlos Baldomir was a perfect example of that. You know,
hey man,
how strong he was on the inside. But
Martinez
they can be outboxed.
Good.
That's the thing about them. Even though they have good feet, educated feet, they can be outboxed. But when it comes to Martinez, we see that he's really quick with his hands. He has quick feet. He's gonna need that against Bam Rodriguez, who has the best footwork in boxing compared to
dog.
And the trainer, or excuse me, the manager and promoter for Fernando Martinez.
Man, there's gonna be somebody's getting an upset. Either Devin is beating Norman, Yarde is beating Benavidez, Puma is beating Bam. Look at this shit. Nopes is gonna knock out Abdullah. Something ain't gonna go right. We gonna find out season, dog. Something ain't gonna go right, dog.
That's the one-handed push-ups. I don't know if you ever tried
Somebody's money gonna be funny, bro. And that's the black dude sugar.
But you can tell this guy's no joke. You see the way he moves around the ring. He's light on his feet. His hands are pretty fast.
Bro, think he's a Power Ranger. That's like his warrior spirit thing. If you crazy, if you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you mess around and win that shit.
It's gonna be a
because you too crazy to know you can lose.
But you can't get over aggressive with Bam Rodriguez. You see what happened to Carlos Cuadras when you get over aggressive. That's the thing. You gotta sometimes let him come to you. Get on the back foot. So you gotta be boxer. You gotta be fighter. You gotta blend the two.
Look,
that's how you beat someone
he's
like
not.
that. You gotta have a hybrid of both.
Look at that physique.
He just flexing and shit. Look.
Look at him. He wants to fight right now.
Yeah, look, this guy's
he's crazy.
He went over to Japan twice last year and defeated none other than Kazuto Ioka.
See what I'm saying?
So
Bam got to bring it, and he will. That's the thing. Bam is a perfect fighter. He will. It's just these guys. Norman is crazy.
Thank you very much to the defending world champion.
Norman's crazy. That's why Devin's like, who do you think you are, bro?
Well, we got a chance to see some serious workout right there. Would you consider this the best condition you've ever been in your career?
Pues te vimos ahí haciendo un workout así fuerte. ¿Piensas que estás en tu mejor
like you ready to get beat up. I don't have that fanboy feel, man. It's like, hey, bro, he's a tryhard. Let me see. That's all I asked for. He on that Joseph Parker. That's his
Yeah, I feel great. You know, I feel like I'm in my best moment in terms of my physical attributes at the moment, also in terms of my experience, and I'm ready to make history for Argentina.
We did not get a chance to see you doing any exchange with Calabrese, who's been with you since you were 14 years old, but can you give us an idea of what changed looking to face Bam Rodriguez this weekend?
Sí, no te vemos como hace mucho de boxeo, pero obviamente tenemos Calabrese, tu entrenador aquí.
From my workouts, I've been all my workouts back to back. I'm taking today off. I got my jeans on.
En la pelea con Bam Rodriguez.
Bueno, ser un poco más inteligente.
Yeah, I think Bam wins. I'm just saying somebody. The energy is crazy.
Pero venimos muy bien entrenados para hacer guerra. Así que estamos muy bien confiados. Y bueno, saludos para toda la Argentina, para mi mamá, para mi señora Micaela, Luney, Alma, mis hijas, para todos mis hermanos. Los amo. Aguanta Argentina. Muchísimas gracias. Arabia y bueno, agradecerle
I'm
al
29, I
Turqui
can relate.
por esta gran velada histórica que se va a hacer. A Luisito de Cuba Junior, a Heyman, bueno, mi
Hey, he got
promotora,
that job.
Miami Promotion. Así que
Translator.
muchísimas gracias.
Yeah, so first I want to say, you know, I think in the fight, what I need to do is I need to be a little bit more intelligent. I need to have a tear up when I need to have a tear up. But as I said, I've come here now prepared for a war. We're very confident. I feel like we're going to go into this fight and do our best. I want to say thanks to a lot of people as well here. I want to say thanks to Saudi Arabia, to Turkey Al-Sheikh, to Al Heyman, to Luisito de Cuba. I want to say also hello to all the people back home in Argentina, to my mom, to my wife, Nika, to my daughters, to my brothers. I love you all. And I want to say thanks again to Turkey for putting on such a great historic card here in Saudi Arabia.
Thank you very much.
You
Good luck on Saturday.
tend to sound like that when you are far. Let me tell you something. When you're far away from home, that's how you sound. Remember when I listen, man? I was out in Saudi Arabia for Christmas, bro. Listen, what I sacrificed, bro. What I've sacrificed for. Oh wait.
Ultimate package, a new subscription offer that includes over 100.
Back to the ultimate plan, bro. I'm telling you, the ultimate plan is real. What I've sacrificed for boxing and the war room and ShowBizz brand and everything, I was stuck at an airport in Dubai, December 23rd, bro. And I didn't know what day it really was. I didn't know if Christmas already happened and shit. Like that 24 hours away shit had me, I was stuck in Dubai. They were looking at my passport and shit like on December 23rd, bro. So that's why you see me doing my live commentary of Usyk versus Tyson Fury, and I'm saying Merry Christmas to my family. It gets really emotional. You be away, dog. You tend to be like my wife, my kids, it's rough. It's really rough.
USA, he is undefeated.
When you travel 20 hours to become somebody in life, that's rough.
Come by way of knockout. He is the former undisputed lightweight world champion and former WBC super lightweight world champion. Let's welcome Devin the Dream
Devin Haney.
Haney.
Oh, they doing this out of Devin said I'm right now. This is strange.
Devin Haney, a man that seeks out, it seems, Sergio.
Hey, this is song. If you're gonna come out to anything, you come out to this shit. Go ahead, Devin.
Just look at his resume.
There you go, Dev.
That would explain it itself. I mean, the man right there has had a dream career so far, undefeated, has faced adversity with Ryan Garcia, but he picked himself up from the canvas, showed heart, showed that he can still
got his headphones
try
on.
to win and keep that undefeated record.
He done blocked out the noise this whole. There you go. Take that off. There you go.
In a masterclass. So what are we going to see against one of the hardest punchers, if not the hardest puncher at welterweight? A boxing lesson, or is he going to have to fight off Norman?
Look, Devin Haney, I think it's a bad rap, Yes, the Jose Ramirez fight was tactical, but he's been in a lot of exciting fights, too.
He looks good.
The Vasily Lomachenko fight was a thriller, so I do think he's more than capable of fighting him off.
Okay, Mike, I'm
he looks good.
Advocate, just like Norman Jr. said. Loma was older, Loma was smaller. We're dealing with a man in Haney that's moving up in weight division, a new weight division, against one of the hardest punchers. How do you beat one of the hardest punchers in the game when you're a new welterweight?
I think you do it by using your feet, using your skills, turning Norman when he has him on the ropes, and just being the smarter fighter in there.
Listen, if there's a kryptonite
he
to
looked
Devin Haney,
he looked
at least
strong.
on film, it's the left hook. Garcia caught him with 3 big ones and he went down. Brian Norman's got a hell of a left hook too. It picked him up the knockout of the year over in Japan.
Like I keep saying, it's more size than anything, y'all. I keep saying,
seen him rock before, and
it's not his speed as much as his size.
Glancing you or tips you on the chin, it's gonna be bad news.
But that's if it can catch him. Jose Ramirez only landed 30 punches, I think, in their fight in New York.
Yeah, I was ringside for that fight, Todd. He was punching at air. So, look, again, Brian Norman, props to him. Explosive knockouts in title fights against Jin Sasaki.
He's more big than anything.
Santine. Devin Haney is levels and levels above those guys.
This is interesting.
Thank you very much to the undefeated challenger Devin the Dream Haney.
Well, that was a good display. How excited are you? You're just a few days away. Anything new between yesterday and today?
Yeah, I mean, alhamdulillah, I'm happy to be here. Nothing has changed. It's all business. I thank Allah for this opportunity, and now it's just time for me to do work.
We saw a little bit of your speed. We saw a little bit of that footwork. Is this a glimpse of what we're going to see on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm going there and put on a great performance. Show how great I really am, and become champion again, inshallah.
And we saw that you're definitely looking good and healthy. And for that, I just got to talk to Mr. Haney here. It's a pleasure to have you
here. Look at Devin's face, man. Damn.
You always work with Devin in the best condition and always making sure he's on point. Was there anything different looking at a higher division?
They're in trouble. They're in trouble. You're going to see a whole different Devin. He's on a different level, and you're going to see it's nothing else to talk about.
No more words.
Nothing.
Just throw hands.
They're in trouble.
There you go. Thank you very much. Best of luck on Saturday. Best of luck. Thank you.
I've never heard Bill Haney not talk when he's given a microphone in front of him. I've never.
Here's my thing. I like Devin. Devin is a grown ass. It's time for Devin to be his own mouthpiece, man. Devin, when she said, "Let me talk to Bill," and Devin just kind of looked like, "Bruh, come on, man." Now y'all talked about Devin's voice shaking. Yeah, I heard that, but Muhammad's voice was shaking too. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what Devin looked a little nervous. I don't think he looked nervous, or not even Bill. I think Devin seemed man, that overseas trip, you gotta get on your he needs some sleep. Devin's hair looks rough, no dye. He is focused, Biz. Oh yeah, he's definitely focused. I'm sick of Pops. Wait, it's not showing up, y'all. Oh, here we go. I'm sick of Pops. Norman Bates. Yeah, I think Brian Norman Sr. did a number on Bill. Oh, here. What the hell?
Is just born with that kind of power, or is it?
I guess it is time.
It's $1 million question, but yes, you're born with power. Technique.
Okay, let's check out Brian. And let's hit this.
Any workout you do, you're born with it. And that man right there from down south, he has that in him. But power is not everything. Power is not everything, because this man that's coming to the stage right now, Devin Haney, has faced. What's up, champ?
Hey, look how he moves. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's a good. Look at
speed and game plan beats just that.
And yes, joining us here on set in studio is the dream himself, Devin Haney. Your father said this training camp you took it to a whole new level. What did he mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, I was very motivated this fight. I know how good Brian Norman is. I know how hungry he is. So for this training camp, I had to just, take it up a few notches and really push myself.
And look, Devin, I give you a lot of credit, right? Because you don't duck any challenges. A lot of guys, we saw Boots Ennis, right? He needed a tune-up fight at 154. Not you. First fight at 147, fighting the top guy in the ring rankings.
Yeah, no, I mean, no disrespect to nobody, but I don't believe in tune-up fights. I want to fight the best fighters in the world. I want to prove myself. I want to become champion again, and I want to get back on the throne, back on the pound-for-pound list where I once was.
How do you do that, Haney? I mean, do you have to box for 12 rounds? Do you have to fight them a little bit of both? Is it going to be the jab the main weapon? What is it going to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I look to bring out my whole arsenal. I want to show that I can box. I want to show I can fight on the inside. I want to show everything. I want to show everything that Devin Haney is made of, and just show that experience really matters, and how great I really am.
In your face-off special on DAZN with Brian Norman, you said he's just another guy, nothing special. Do you really believe that he's just another fighter on the list, or?
No, I think that he's a good fighter. I take nothing away from him. I think that he's a really good fighter, and I think that he's just gonna bring the best out of me.
Do you fear his power?
No, I don't fear no one or nothing but Allah.
Devin, you said yesterday, right, that when you're sparring, you feel a lot better, you're more aggressive, you have more power because you're not weight drains. And I've seen you, right? I would mention that when I was with you at the Ryan Garcia fight, you were wobbly at the press conference, and I've seen you spar a lot, and you are aggressive. Do you think Brian Norman's going to feel your power too?
Yeah, I mean, I think Brian Norman will definitely feel my power. But I think what really separates me in this fight is my skill set and my experience. I think at the top, everybody can punch hard. Everybody can, can punch. But I think that he will see something that he's never seen before on Fight Night.
All right, Devin, thanks for the time, and good luck to you on Saturday.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Devin,
luck,
the Dream Haney. And now we get to see it down into the ring as Brian Norman Jr. has just wrapped up. He's with Claudia.
I know I'm tiny. I get lost in the crowd, but it's okay. It's your time. How does it feel to have all these lights shining on you?
Hey, this is what I put the work in for. This is what I was made for. Shoot, this is just my territory right here.
And I see you getting a little bit warmer and a little bit more cozier because you were kind of dry with me yesterday, and today you're posing for the cameras. What's up with that? I can't believe you were so dry, and today, look at the cameras all over you. What happened between yesterday and today?
Shoot, we're getting closer to fight time. I'm getting more and more excited because I'm at that time, and I'm ready for that.
So by Saturday, I expect all smiles?
Something like that.
And power?
Something like that.
All righty then. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
He's violent. Hey. He's violent. I like his mentality. Let me tell you something, dog. I wanted Devin to say that he was going to knock Brian out. It seems like Bill is coaching Devin to stay out of harm's way. If you listen, he said, yeah, he's going to feel my power too, but what he's really going to get is my skills. I think his mentality is to stay out of harm's way. She likes Brian. It looked like Brian, Brian looked at her back, but Maria and shit. I want him to say, oh, he's definitely going to feel my power. My power came. No one has seen my power because I've been weight trained all this time. I'm at 147. Now I'm Depot Dev. I want to hear him say that he's going to knock him out. Oh, shit, Yarde. You know what I'm trying to say? He was like, he's really, yeah, he's going to feel my power. But the main thing is he's going to see my skills and see that. So there's going to be a lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of movement. And I think he's been told to stay out of harm's way. And I can expect that out of Bill because that's your son. You don't want to see your son on some Sasaki shit, on some 6-week shit. That's some scary shit, But the best way for him not to be on that is to deter Norman and deliver some pain.
That's what I'm trying to say. So look, there's only a certain amount of championship fights fighters have. So it's do or die for them. All that.
Bam won't be there, dog. I'm sure. Yo, Bam.
Against a monster, a Mexican monster. Like
yo, I spoke with Bam. Bam be on some other time.
Bam Bam Bigelow's nickname, Todd. Another guy that didn't really win the big one. So he's going to try to get over the hump. I think he's learned a lot, though, from those two fights. Sergey Kovalev and Benavidez are massive punchers, and Benavidez probably didn't even punch as well as those guys, so he could take the power, but can he deliver it?
I saw a great stat earlier today doing my research. We saw Anthony Yarde fade late in those losses to Benavidez and Kovalev. And his last.
What does this? Why are you making this about me? What does this have to do? Like, how does that make you? I always wonder what does that do for you guys? ShowBizz, your money is good, man. I'm not fighting. I'm not, dog. Why talk about Devin? Why are you talking about me? Like, you gonna get any of my money? If it's gone, you ain't getting it. I'm just gonna earn more. Like, what you on? Let me see. Yarde is knocking out Benavidez. That my thing about that is I've been saying this. This is Yarde's division more than Benavidez's, right? Okay, Benavidez fought Alexander Volcic. Definitely a real light heavyweight, but then he fought Darrell, who that was his first time at light heavyweight. Like, this is Yarde's division, and though I'm leaning heavily towards Benavidez, counting Yarde out is diabolical. Like, I'm looking at this like, but Yarde sounds weird yesterday. Like, Yarde, he just seemed too happy to be here. I hope Bill is not in the corner. Yeah, I need somebody. If Dev loses Saturday, I think it's time to really start. Bill need to take a back seat, and then, You know what I'm saying? Because I think Dev can punch harder than he trains, he fights for. And I think Dev is stronger than how he fights. Like, I think ShaneMosleyy had it right. Let me see. Not going to lie. So many great cards. Who is missing? Tank, by the way. Yeah, there's boxing is doing very well. All right, here we go.
Explosiveness of Benavidez. So in order to compete with that speed, you got to intercept.
Devin Haney and Devin's sexual era over.
He's got a little bit of a Derek Chisora vibe to him because he always looks tired. He always looks like he could be knocked out at any second, and then all of a sudden he comes back to life.
Dude is pocket watching. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, again, I think you're right. I think he's gonna have.
I just don't get that mentality. It's like what Brian Norman said. These guys got to go.
Experiences against Benavidez and Kovalev, and I think
dope. Love you, boy.
In this fight.
Look, power punchers, real power punchers like Yarde, like Kovalev, and others, they're not made for the distance. They're accustomed to taking guys out early. So whenever they get to the later rounds, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, of course they start gassing out because they're not. It's unknown territory to them. But now
I don't see the. Listen, dog. I need to watch. I need to get smarter, or I need to get. I don't see the guys they be seeing, right? So Yarde to me is an athletic boxer to me. I know he got a lot of muscles, but I don't see him as this tank that walks through people. I see him as like an explosive counter-punching guy, right? Is it just me?
Ring 4 Night of Champions available for purchase now at DAZN.com. This event included in the ultimate package, 12 or more pay-per-views guaranteed, including 180
that ultimate plan is everything.
One subscription. Mike, here's your chance to be a shill.
Boxer puncher. Yeah, that's what I see.
Well, you get to see David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde, of course, on Saturday. And the word co-main.
You might be right. That's exactly what he is. Yeah, I keep hearing like he walks people down and yeah, he's durable. Yeah, he's a tough guy.
Sergio, that one could steal the show.
It's like Brian Norman.
I think it will steal the show.
Brian Norman is not Chavez.
Brian Norman Jr.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see this. Same thing with Duran. Duran was a boxer. People keep seeing him as this. He was slow and walk you down. No, he was slick.
Just a moment, right after David Benavidez makes his walk to the ring for his open workout.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
And now let's welcome to the ring from Phoenix, Arizona.
There's no way they just totally not interview Yarde. There is no way they just totally not interview Yarde. Yes, Devin could have knocked out Prograis, and Devin could have knocked out Ramirez if he wanted to fight him. There was nothing Ramirez could do. I found out round 1. If Devin just did what he wanted, if Devin he kept being coach, good, you're doing good, just stick and move. Brother, let him open up. If Devin just did what he wanted, Devin would have knocked out Ramirez too, in my opinion. He was hitting him too clean. I know they did not just, hey, this kid here, diabolical.
Well, you're looking at another monster there. I mean, look, I like sizing fighters up, and I've sized up Benavidez.
This baby right here is diabolical.
Yarde right now. You could definitely see
Yarde needs to circle, be technical. He can't hurt him.
Benavidez has the speed. This man has
he could
the
definitely
power.
hurt Benavidez. Might bet on Yarde. Them odds too crazy. That's what I do. Right? Like I'll be like, hey, I got a bag to put on that.
Anthony, how does this preparation compare to your fights against Benavidez?
Oh, that kid is on demon time every second. And so is his.
No, I don't know. I actually don't know why, but I don't really get nervous for my fights.
Oh, in this Yarde,
especially when I made it to a certain level.
Thank you.
Even when I went out to Russia, there was just no nerves. Some people say, that you're crazy or that's weird. I think it's because where I come from, even the level I've made it to already, it's like it's all just pluses. I can't explain it, but even to be here for the 3rd time, fighting someone, like David Benavidez, on an occasion like this, amazing.
How do you beat a fighter like Benavidez? Do you have to exchange with him? Are you going to
land on his chin?
I know that. But you can box as well. We're accustomed to seeing Benavidez in the front foot. I've seen you move laterally, move backwards, and of course, going forward, looking for the knockout. Are you going to have to do a little bit of both to beat the monster?
I feel like we have to just wait and see.
Come on, give us something.
No, it's not that I'm not giving you nothing. It's one of them things where you only know one shot in front of somebody.
Yarde.
I can go in, I can say anything to you. I can lie and try to sell the fight. I think what sells this fight naturally and organically is the fact that people have seen us both fight. People know our styles. People know how I approach my career. Like, I approach it like a professional.
He didn't train for David. He just trained.
So I feel like stylistically, it's inevitable you're going to get a clash because he likes to come forward. I like to come forward. I like to look for a knockout victory. He likes to look for a knockout victory. I just feel like it's a clash. I'm a natural light heavyweight, been a light heavyweight my whole career. He's moved up. He's trying to conquer and do whatever he wants to do in his career. And I need to become world champion. I'm going to become world champion. So it's just one of them clashes.
Third time's the charm for that world championship.
Yeah, and you're a real war warrior, right? You're fighting Benavidez here in Riyadh on Saturday. You fought Kovalev in Russia. What do you visualize when you look, when you think about Saturday night? What do you visualize?
Getting the victory. That's all that's on my mind. How it happens, we don't know. But
bro,
this fight just feels right. I can't explain it, but everything, the way.
Brother, you ain't. Damn, Yarde, you my guy too. It doesn't feel like it doesn't seem like Yarde trained for Benavidez. I don't think he just trained, right? Like, give us something. What's going to happen? I ain't gonna give you nothing. Just however the fight goes. It's like, brother, then you I think he just trained, right? And just said, hey, like he said, you know how I fight, you know how he fights, and you can't help but to have a clash. David's going to be boxing. David's going to be like, pop, 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 move, slip. He likes to go forward. David does everything. He bounces, pop, pop, he step back, pop, 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 step back, side, bam. David does everything. Have you watched him? That jab, combination, hand speed, brother. Check him out. Everybody, look at him. Look at him right here. Look. London Arthur was Yarde Madrimov. Watch. Funny. Hey, this kid right here. You know how most fathers be like, I don't want my son to box. I asked David Benavidez about his son boxing. He was like, yes, he will. And I'm like, he said, yes, boxing is life, and my son would do the same thing. And I'm like, this is diabolical. Y'all family is diabolical.
I don't know nothing about weight classes. All I saw was a small guy knocking at these big guys. Entertainment, pure entertainment. So when I got into boxing, I wanted that same flair. I started boxing late. I had 12 amateur fights. I started boxing, learning how to box when I was 18. Had my first ever amateur fight just before I turned 20. And it's all been very, very quick. But my mindset is, if you're behind, you need to work harder. And I feel like that's why I've made it to this level.
We're looking at Benavidez on the pads right now.
He's looking sharp. He's looking sharp.
I was going to say,
you say looking sharp and laugh.
I know you'll know a lot more once you fight him, but in your opinion, from what you've seen, where does he rank amongst your toughest opponents?
Within the top three, definitely. It's the world champions. It's they're world champions for a reason. Even when people ask me to rate Benavidez and rate Kovalev, it's like you can't do that because they're different stylistically. I thought them at different
Yarde
times.
needs to be a commentator. He's a fantastic. He gives love. He's a great guy. He's gonna be a great commentator.
Performance for me. But at the time, Benavidez was this wrecking ball, undefeated, 18 fights, 18 wins, 18 knockouts, and I still pushed him and gave him his hardest test at that time. So I'm a confident person. I feel like I can beat anybody. There's just little tweaks I need to make, and we'll see Saturday.
All right, well, good luck to you. Thanks for the time, Anthony.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you. And now let's go into the ring as Claudia is about to speak to the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
We're just waiting for a few minutes because he's taking pictures.
Look, Amanda Serrano versus Cruz too. You got Ring 5. You got a lot of shit coming up. They're going MVP right there on the phone.
That was a nice workout.
Oh, here we go.
And look at this. You get a chance to actually shadow box with your own son right here. How's this experience different? Oh, and your baby girl right there. Look at that.
Yarde
how is this experience different for you?
Oh, it feels really good. I'm really excited, really happy to be here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, able to perform for the beautiful people of Riyadh. And I'm just happy to be here. I'm very blessed. I'm happy to be here with my family, and we're looking forward to give you guys a good show this Saturday.
All eyes are on you. You're the man that has the crosshairs. You've been here before. But is there anything different? Does this feel different just because you're facing somebody that has also a very hard punching hand?
No, I face fighters that have that have a lot of power. I face fighters that are really motivated.
Claudia.
And Anthony Yarde is another fighter like that. So this is something that I've seen before, but it's motivated me a lot. I worked extremely hard in my training camp. As you guys can see, I'm 100% ready. I'm already at weight and I'm still moving like this. So imagine when I rehydrate all the way up to 190. So I'm very excited, very ready to give you guys a good show.
We're looking forward to that. And I have to take this opportunity to talk to Don Jose Benavidez, if you don't mind. Hi, baby girl. You are just as busy as your son with a lot of weight. You have 3 fighters in a card. How do you pull that off? How many hats do you have to put on and put off?
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody here from Saudi for the opportunity. We're super excited to be here. We're going to give you guys a great show. David, the Mexican Monster, is going to put a great show, spectacular show, and we can't wait for Saturday.
And then,
I don't do that anymore.
Being in so many fights, how do you focus? How do you stay on point?
Well, David gives me a lot of confidence because he works really hard. He's super motivated. Right now, the sky's the limit, and he gives me all the confidence in the world to beat anyone right now. At 175, cruiserweight, he's the best right now.
And you know what they say, a family that fights together stays together. So best of luck. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Quiero mandar un saludo a toda mi raza de los Estados Unidos, toda la raza de México, toda la gente que me apoya. Muchas gracias. Y sábado te voy a dar una pelea muy buena.
I don't think you need a translation for that, but thank you.
Oh, it's just I want to give a big shout out to the people of Saudi Arabia, everybody here in Riyadh, Turkey, Al-Sheikh, Green Magazine, DAZN, Premier Boxing Champions.
DAZN, brother.
I love you guys, and thank you guys for making this possible. And we're going to give you guys a great show this Saturday.
All righty then, back to you, Todd.
By the way, DAZN is the Spanish translation of DAZN, right, Sergio?
Oh, okay.
No, Todd.
Well, we have the best athletes on display Saturday night here in Riyadh. DAZN, the undisputed home of boxing, but also some of the best female athletes on display on DAZN as well.
DAZN, the undisputed home of boxing. That's why I keep saying, what? Clarissa Shields on DAZN now? That's why I keep Clarissa's on DAZN. When did that happen? That's why I keep saying, what's the better option? Boxing is on DAZN, period. Hit Tyson Bell. No, DAZN is hilarious. Look, thank goodness David Benavidez just loves to fight. All right. Thank goodness David Benavidez just loves to fight. I think we're done for tonight. Hold on. And I'm gonna give my final take.
Night of the Samurai, undisputed super bantamweight king Naoya.
Yeah, Night of the Samurai. I'm looking forward to.
Titles on the line.
Y'all want to see a bloody night? Ring 5. You want to see blood? Ring 5.
In the new year, Amanda Serrano, Erica Cruz running it back in Puerto Rico, January 3rd, and on January 24th, future heavyweight star Moses Itamwa faces former world title challenger Jermaine Franklin in the Magnificent 7.
Okay, so listen, this is my final take. I'm going to place a bet on my bookie. After you're gonna see it on my Instagram, I'll place my bets and I show it on my Instagram. Go to ShowBizz_the_adult. I actually showed, I think I showed on TikTok too, and X. I'm placing a bet on Brian Norman Jr. to knock out Devin. My bookie that I wanna try. It's a bet, not a prediction. I want to make that clear, and I'm going to have to keep making that clear because that fight is 50-50. Like anything, I went from saying Devin ain't have a snowball's chance in hell to looking at how big he's gotten, and I'm like, bruh, that fight is better than. It's just that my issue has a lot to do with Devin Haney's reflexes, and I think Brian Norman is faster than Devin, but people don't peep it. So we'll just see. What Devin has is strength and length, but it was more imposing over lightweights. Once you start getting to welterweight, it evens out. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Tyson Bell. I would have felt a slight difference about it if Brian Norman didn't beat Quentin Randall. And Quentin Randall came up like Brian Norman through the sparring circuit and all that stuff. And Quentin Randall is the one who fractured Errol Spence's rib before the Terrence Crawford fight. So Quentin Randall's a dog, right? So if he didn't have that experience, I feel slightly different about it. Or if I didn't see it. He has experience, you know, sparring Boots and his Terrence Bud Crawford. So he's just one of those dogs. With that said, it's a close fight. It is a close fight to call. Bam Rodriguez not showing up to the media workout is kind of expected to me after meeting him. Bam isn't about the bells and whistles as much as he's about being prepared. And he knows that Martinez is coming with his A game. So he has to be ready for Martinez. Period. I'm somebody's, if no one gets upset this card, I will be shocked because there's just a lot of shit. Like a lot of even like Abdullah Mason fighting Sam Noakes now is diabolical. And in just an hour and a half, you're going to see my Black Two Sugars with Abdullah Mason. And we're going to talk about just that. So I hope you guys give it as much love as y'all gave my Brian Norman Jr. Black Two Sugars, which, you know, that was just one of the, like, y'all think that's the best Black Two Sugars I've ever done. Probably the best interview I've ever had. And all of that has to do with Brian Norman Jr. being the personality that he is in Tyson Bell. Yeah, so with that said, the last take I'm going to have is on David Benavidez and Yarde. What I've been getting from Yarde is that Yarde is just going to be there. He's happy to be there, and he's just going to be the best Yarde he can be. I don't see him as he studied David Benavidez, and he's all chips are in on this fight, which it should be, but on his preparation being dialed in on David Benavidez, right? When I went to visit David Benavidez, he had a lot of understanding of Yarde. And so I was hoping to hear some of that understanding. What I didn't like about, this is what I want to say about Devin. I almost forgot. What I didn't like about what Devin said was, I keep going back to this, when they said, how about Brian feeling your power? I think Devin has been reminded time and time again that his power isn't the best. And he used to be very obsessed with asking about his power. He asked Linares, remember, he said, man, did I have power? And he was like, yeah, you're all right. You know, even his sparring partners have said, yeah, he ain't gonna kill you with the power, but he's very sharp, right? They say stuff like that, all right? So I think the idea, like he said, the focus is going to be on outboxing him. So expect a lot of movement, all right? That was something that I thought wouldn't be the case. I thought Devin Haney would be sit down on punches more since he's Debo, but expect a lot of movement. And I don't like that approach because I don't think Devin is as fast as he thinks, right? I think Brian's going to be cutting off the ring and catching up to him. And if Devin is fighting going backwards and then try to clinch, and then Brian is too strong, it is 147. He ain't going to be able to clinch Brian the way he does lightweights, you know? So I wanted him to be in the middle of the ring and bam. Remember, he was hitting Lomachenko with body shots because he was so much bigger than him. So he had to try to debo him. I wanted him to, you know, throw the straights and bam, bam, keep him at the end and then jab to the center, bam, and keep his feet. He's going to be doing a lot of movement. So it is what it is. Let me see. Haney talks a big game. He talks, I mean, wait, not, you talking about Devin? Devin talks how he should. I don't want Devin to talk like, yeah, I hope I win. And Brian he probably going to kick my ass. Like, he's supposed to sound like that. I'm going to outbox him. I'm going to move. You got to sound, what fighter sounds like anything less than that, right? That's like bare minimum. Like, Devin ain't even talking a big game. He's bare minimum. He's saying, I'm going to win the fight. Y'all going to see why I'm better. That's how you should sound. How does Brian sound? Brian doesn't sound like, yeah, Devin's going to kick my ass. He sounds like I'm going to knock him out. So I don't want them to sound no other way. Let me see. If Haney stops Norman, is he back? If Haney stops Brian Norman, it's not that he's back. He arrived. It'll be, Devin's different at welterweight. But let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz for adult. I'm out. Huh. Oh, my goodness, boy.